With us now on set is Drew Henriksen, and he is a very accomplished martial artist, author, and actor, and educator. Welcome. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's a lot of hats.
Yep. I needed to cover my bald spot.
There you go.
Yes. Bald spot's getting bigger. I need more hats to cover it up.
You started out as an educator. Tell us about your forensics career.
Oh, actually, I started off in the medical lab. I actually ran a lab for North Shore University Hospital, became a teacher, but because of that background, I qualified to teach forensics. So I went up to Syracuse University for a summer, got qualified to be an adjunct instructor in forensic science through Syracuse University. So now I have the best job on Long Island.
Now, did you use your forensics background for your fantasy books?
Well, my general science backgrounds, I did. They all have a heavily science base to it, especially the last one, Dragons and Science. I come up with a scientific explanation for the whole universe that I created.
From day one.
Oh yeah.
So the last book really is explaining the whole trilogy before.
I don't want to get too much away, but since I already did, yeah.
You know, it's hard when you're talking to me because,
yeah.
I'm always looking for that twist.
Yes.
You know, I'm always wondering what's going
on.
on.
Well, you know, I'm twisted, so it's easy to find.
Only slightly twisted.
Well, thank you, thank you.
But in a good way. I think anybody that studies forensics, you have to have a good attitude about it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like the who done it, the what done it, the how
well,
it
you
done
have
it.
to think outside the box, and that's what helps me with writing also. You know, you have to look at something, and then in your mind, picture it from this angle, from that angle, from that angle. Okay, you got a situation like you have blood spat on the wall. You know, if you don't look at it correctly, it just looks like spatter. But in reality, if you see like the blood arcing in a pattern this way, you know that the person was left-handed. Because if somebody's repeatedly hitting something, the blood's going to get on the object that they're using, the weapon, and it's going to spatter in the direction that they're moving their arm. And if somebody's left-handed, it's going to be arcing into that.
Which is also why a lot of times people use you on set.
Yes.
That for your acting career too, because of your knowledge.
Yes.
Because you're able to make something look real based upon knowing how it needs to look. You know, gone are the squibs that they would have like filled with ketchup.
Which I've been squibbed a lot too. People used to love to kill me.
I was squibbed once, and it actually scared me because you actually feel. We're talking about special effects. Like a squib is when they put like a little jelly in a plastic bag, and then remotely they explode it. And the squibs actually make you feel sometimes like you've been shot, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, well, it helps you react. But sometimes they use air pressure. A friend of mine developed a system because he had to squib little children one time. Oh. And he really had a problem doing that. So after that, he developed this, it's called the Deathless System, where it just uses air pressure. Unfortunately, from our point of view, it's like you get shot, and it's like you don't feel it. You literally have to do it by memory, like what pattern you're getting shot up in. And I've been shot up a lot.
Well, you're also a wonderful martial artist, and you're up for another big test, right?
I'm getting my 4th degree black belt, and I still feel like a beginner. In reality, I'm still a beginner. I've been doing it almost 20 years, but I'm still just a beginner at it. But yes, I'm going to get the living stuffing kicked out of me, and I have to show how well I can defend myself doing it.
Well, the goal is to not get the stuffing kicked out, right?
Well, the goal is to survive.
To survive.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm really hoping that you'll do okay. I have never studied martial arts, but I do know that a lot of it has to do with mental preparation and actually creating your body and putting your weight down into your feet, like having like a stationary thing from the beginning, like to be solid.
It depends on the style, like you say. And actually, like, you don't want to put a lot of weight. You don't want a lot of weight on your feet if you're leaning forward, because then if somebody hits your leg, and if your leg is solid, you're going to blow out your knee. Okay. So you actually want to be like very loose, but you do want to like center your chi. You want to, you know, you want to stand like a tree, but be able to move. You know, I'm sounding like Bruce Lee here, but you know, you have to be able to like flow with the punches rather than just sit there and take it. You know, you're going to get banged up pretty well. Right. What you really want to do is like redirect the energy, and you know, use their energy against them. You know, my style is predominantly Kempo, and like you want to, you know, lots of redirection. moving it back.
As many times as I see any of those martial arts films, I enjoy them so much. But you're right, when somebody is getting the stuffing beat out of them, that's the part where I'm like, a little squeamish, and I turn away. So I'm hoping that your stuffing stays in.
Yeah, I'm attached to my stuffing also.
There you go. And any big roles coming up for you? Any roles you want to play?
Actually, I'm up with like playing cops. As I'm getting older now, I'm detective. So between my forensics background and just the way I look, I'm up for a couple of cop roles. I don't want to get into specifics about them, but keeping my fingers crossed.
Oh, well, we wish you all the best. And this is going to air throughout the years, but today happens to be your birthday.
Yes,
so
it is.
I'm going to sing to you. La 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 la. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Drew. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's great to see you. I'm looking forward to all the things that you've accomplished.
Oh, thank you.
And stay tuned for more and live it up. We're with Drew Henriksen, and there's always another guest, so stay tuned.